Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people all over the world. Now, I know you've probably seen the title and you probably think, oh, it's Ken standing heavy punch. I might pick that. I might not. We on Lee Wolfu Fu. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it sounds funnier that way. And what we're going to determine is what is the most egregious or best button, best normal in Street Fighter 6. Who's going to determine it? Me, a low masters high diamond player. So leave your comments down below. What button do you think should win this? And we're gonna go through all of them. It's like 73 of them, I guess. Or I guess it'd be around 72, so maybe one button's out. Hopefully it's not like Ken standing heavy punch, but to just give you a grand scheme of how how crazy and insane some of these normals are. This was the EVO Awards from this past year. And Luke, I think crouching medium punch button won. That button was kind of insane. Now, and Ken's crouching medium kick, you know, they always push this Ken agenda. I don't understand it. He's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's like top 6. Like, why would you want to nerf someone from top 6? A little bit of troll aside. The only problem with this is I think this is after the change, so it wasn't as potent as it was. So granted, it was for last year, but you know what I'm saying? Street Fighter got some crazy normals with the fact that they have 2 out of the 5. And I'm pretty sure Luke crouching medium punch won. But anyway, enough yapping. Let's get into the rounds of 72 and see what button we have. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. That is good anti-air by Dhalsim. I don't feel like I see this normal enough because I've never seen the full animation of this. So I don't know if Dhalsim has another anti-air normal he has, but for the sake of this conversation, especially since there's 2 characters I kind of care about, but kind of don't care about, I'm gonna go with Marisa standing medium punch because that leads into the target combo if I'm not mistaken, and Marisa be on some bullshit after that. So we're gonna pick that. Heavy hitter. Oh my god, this is gonna be kind of hard to pick because I ain't gonna lie, after playing Y, I didn't realize how privileged I was to have a standing light kick like Ken's. And but if I remember right, was it Rashid's crouching medium punch plus or something like that? We're gonna go just to see, because I don't want to mislead our viewers. I don't want to mislead y'all. I'm not trying to prolong this video to be a super long video. I don't know how much edits I'll do in the video, but I want to say what button is this? This is crouching medium punch. Crouching medium punch is on hit +4, which links into the light punch, but on block is +1. And for the sake of not having too many Ken buttons, because I ain't gonna lie, out of the standing light kicks, and I could probably look up the range of like the standing light kicks, Ken do got a good one. He do got a damn good one, but for sake of propaganda and also not having too many Ken normals on here, I'm gonna pick Rashid. I ain't gonna lie. That standing medium kick is, I think a lot of medium kicks are good in this game, but Chun-Li standing heavy punch, well, I didn't even know it did all this. Like, she really rock your shit, huh? I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna pick Chun-Li's. I ain't gonna lie. This, I ain't gonna lie, this held a lot of Bisons down. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Hold on. There you go. Cool. So I ain't gonna lie, this button been holding a lot of Bisons down, especially when y'all had them shitty ass combo routes. I remember they won. Yeah, it was me, nigga. I remember that too. I ain't saying I ain't the only one with the shitty routes, but I don't know. Manon standing medium kick is pretty good too. And it kind of go far. It kind of goes far, and for what you get out of it, because I think this is the target combo, and then it brings you in, if I'm not mistaken. I think I might have to go Manon here, because I also don't want to pick the top tiers, because the top tiers, yeah, Ken do got a good standing light kick too. How many frames is this thing each one? It sounds like I'll push propaganda, but I swear I'm just not, like, I'd have to look at each button paired up with each button. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, Ken, the hot take that I would have about Ken is he probably doesn't have a bad button. I'll give you that. I don't think he has it. So this 7 frame startup. Mine is 4. What? Wait, what's Ken's out of curiosity? I'm just so curious. Damn. I don't know what to pick now. Wait, on punish counter, that shit +8? Is that normal? Or jabs +8 on punish counter? I don't know who has a regular jab too. Okay. I guess it is. I guess I'll pick Ken for this one because I like. Well, Zangief players do be using standing light kick into a running bear grab. I ain't gonna say. I'm just throwing it out there. But I guess if I had to go, that's more of the gimmick. And if like you respect the standing light kick, I see why people get clipped. I'll pick Ken for this. I guess. I promise you that won't go that far. See, there's some rounds where it's like, okay, I could pick a clear favorite. This is tough. Especially if you watch Daigo's Akuma, like it's literally heavy fireball, DP, and then forward medium kick. And forward medium kick was just a good button. The hitbox, hurtbox, whatever. I think the hitbox, I guess, is not that far out. Like you're not really punishing that for real. Like you can, but a good Akuma players go space that out. And if they could just harass you with that button is like, it feeds families. Now the crouching heavy punch, I think from DJ is really good if I'm not mistaken, because I think that's like one of I always see DJ players press this button. So let's see. Let me look at it. So it's the startup of eight frames for a crouching heavy seems kind of fast. Especially since some mediums are like 7 to 8 frames. Like some crouching medium kicks are 8 frames. So that to me that seems kind of fast. On hit is +6. On block it's -2. -2 is relatively safe. Well, it is safe. What am I talking about? Is there a punish counter? I'm just not used to reading this on here. Oh, forces stand. I didn't even know that. Yeah, because I feel like I've seen a lot of DJ players utilize that button. But am I gonna see? I think what's fucked up is like if this was not the first round, I would move both of these matchups up. Like, because I do think both of these buttons are good. And I do see DJ players use this button a lot, but I don't know if I can put this over forward medium kick. I ain't gonna lie, forward medium kick that should go. I can't. I just like this is another round, man. Like if this was round 2, I'd have different takes. But I ain't gonna lie, this shit plus, ain't it? Ain't this shit plus? That shit plus. If it's not plus, I'm traumatized because I ain't gonna lie, the way Kimberly players be using that and throwing that bitch out there. Standing heavy kick. Yeah, that shit +2, man. That's +2 on punish counter, +11 on regular hit, +7 could probably lead into. Well, shit, I guess can't lead into nothing. The standing lights. I ain't gonna lie, man. And they nerfed this actually, but it does say. See, I'm assuming since it says December 2024, this is like pre-nerf. So this is when it was stupid. Oh wow, it is stupid because like if you look at it. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh, I want to like zoom in on the button. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, so that Cammy is gonna lose because I was trying to pick Kimberly standing heavy kick. I thought I could click on the picture and zoom in, but shit. I ain't gonna lie. Even though this is a good target combo too, if I am not mistaken, it's this. What we doing? That button's stupid. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm just more of a heavy punch merchant. Like heavy punches just. Ugh. I like this standing medium kick from M Bison, but I think this is the Blanca button if I'm not mistaken. Look at the range on that motherfucker. And that motherfucker go from early? What the f is this? See, but that says 2024, so I'm assuming it got nerfed. But what was that crouching medium punch? How active is it? 5 frames of that? Yeah, that shit looked like that bitch hit. That shit looked like it covered a lot of range. I ain't gonna lie. For the sake of it being stronger. This is the good button. What I noticed is like I think I thoroughly appreciate a lot of mediums. Like I think a lot of mediums are just good buttons to throw out there in neutral. Obviously it's a neutral tool, so I'm not like trying to be dumb on purpose. But this Luke standing light punch, not to mention he takes a step. It's not out there that long. How active is that? Sorry that I keep going back and forth, but the main reason I keep going back and forth is so that way you actually have some shit on your screen. And on top of that, it's hard to remember everything about a button on top. Like it leads to a lot too. It leads to a target combo, it leads to a super, it leads to special move. Like that shit leads to a lot too. It leads to target combo, which is the light, medium, and heavy, and then people do the fucking charge knuckle too. Like only -3 on block, punish counter was 6 frames. Leads to a crouching medium punch on punish counter. Ooh, that's a pretty good button. I ain't gonna lie. I like Terry's standing medium kick, especially that you could cancel it into super and like on a late hit confirm kind of type beat. But I think we're gonna go Luke. I'm kind of mad I didn't pick Kimberly. Oh shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pushing propaganda. I ain't gonna lie. The propaganda you thought I was pushing was Ken down play. No, I'm pushing Zangief high play. Like, fuck Zangief. Zangief is one of those characters that, like, if he's too strong in the game, that he can kind of fuck up the system. So I don't know what you do as far as Street Fighter and Capcom's concerned. But that's not my concern. That button's crazy. I don't care what nobody says. Ooh. Ooh. This is tough. This is a great matchup. This is a very good matchup. Now, wrongfully, I did do Kimberly wrong. But there is one question I have about this Lily button, because this Lily button is amazing. I've seen Lily players like El Chicote and other players have harassed with this button, especially in neutral. But I don't think you could do anything with this button though. Yeah, it's no cancel. 800 damage is like, all right. And it's like 9-frame startup versus, let's look at the Lily button. Or no, I said Lily button. Let's look at the Kimberly button. I think I'm gonna go Kimberly here. Standing medium kick, 8 frames, special cancel, super cancel. This leads into so much more. I've seen you people use run stop. Is that, wait, that's what? Oh yeah, what are we talking about? That's even relatively safe too. Yeah, what are we talking about? And I kind of wonder. I ain't gonna hold you. If this button was good, the Marisa button, I never knew that. I'm picking this Blanca button. I think that's like +2 too. Like, what are we talking about? That's kind of funny when you pick 2 buttons against the same character. That's kind of funny. Man, cause see, I think Chun-Li has a great crouching medium kick, but I think how fast is this? 7 frames? I thought it was 7 frames. I should have went with my gut. Leads to a lot. But that forward medium punch, bro. This forward medium punch. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I just see Chun-Li. Like, I'm not saying Chun-Li players don't utilize the crouching medium kick, but this forward medium punch just be feeding families. You feel me? That's how I look at this button. You know what? Since this is the sake of fucking Street Fighter 5 and 6, what we doing? Well, I'm not gonna overthink it. I can't, like, this is harder. Like, maybe I'll leave the link down below. Shout out to Brave Phenom. With, like, on a scale of these 2 buttons, I think both of these buttons are bullshit when I fight against them, right? But putting them together, as far as like which one I think is more egregious, is kind of I did pick Akuma's forward medium kick. I did pick Zangief's headbutt. I feel like Zangief does need this crouching light punch though, because if he don't have this crouching light punch, Zangief ain't got a goddamn thing. Now that I think about it, but this shit leads to so much too. Because you see Zangief players link it, you know what I'm saying? They'll do 2 of them or whatever. But that Akuma crouching medium punch is kind of crazy too. What does this blue mean? Does anyone know what that blue means? This is like air invincibility or some shit. I don't know. I never seen the blue hitbox, so let me know what that means down below. That bitch fat too. I don't know, because Zangief kind of needs it. Not saying Akuma don't need it, but the fact that the button's out before his hurt box, I'm pushing. Yeah. Huh? No, actually, like looking at the I don't know. I'll be getting clipped by this jury. It's weird because you don't really play against a lot of juries no more. Like, people are just not playing the character. At least at the lower ranks. Like I said, low masters, high diamond. That's where I'm at. That's the only perspective I'm ever speaking for. So if you a higher, like you 1800, cool, nigga, you might have a different opinion. I ain't gonna lie, like I feel like if a non-player throws this out and this clips me, it's like, oh, all right, damn, I got clipped. This shit right here, This clip me, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, Jerry got some good buttons. Nah, what are we doing? What fries in the bag. Great neutral tool. You use it, you don't get shit out of it. You can get DI'd. This shit right here, I know you can get DI'd and all this other things. Actually, but like this is the button. So I have a hot takes video, right? Shout out to my nigga Oni. My nigga Oni said that if you miss your driver rush, like if you do driver rush normal and you miss, you should have 5 frames of recovery after that. It sounds egregious. It's not egregious. It just sounds like because I kind of like niggas just cashing out. But like every time I think of that scenario of a nigga drive rushing a normal and whiffing, it's DJ. Because this is what they do. They literally drive rush, jab, miss the jab, and then do this shit. And I've seen it so many times. And the fact that this is like -6, so Ken can punish it with his level 2. All right, Ken is kind of crazy, but it's this. See, this is different. Because if this is like Terry before 2.5, I can see a world where I pick DJ. Because I see DJ using this and then going to the combo, start twerking, doing the can you test the rhythm? You know, all that shit. But these right here. Yeah, I'm about to go Terry standing heavy punch, man. That shit kind of broken. I ain't gonna lie, I pick a lot of heavy punch. Oh my God, wait a minute. Now this says February. Oh, this shit was juice. That shit was juice. I ain't gonna hold you. I never really see an Aki player use crouching medium kick. I don't even think she could. I bet she can't special cancel that motherfucker. Well, maybe she can. I'd never see him use it. Looks like she could cancel in the super. Yeah. What was it? What was it? Alt? Yeah, that's what it is. So I can actually really look at the. Oh yeah, it's about to get wicked. Cause what's crouching medium for? I ain't gonna lie. I'm picking Rashid. Oh my God. Actually, you know what? We got the most egregious button. We gotta pick Bison, I think. But I don't know what's the Kuma's on block? What's the Kuma's on block? Hold on, let's look at Kuma's. On block is -3. So if you drive rush, should be +1. I ain't gonna lie, this shit right here. Hold on, this shit right here is +1. Niggas be throwing it, man. That should be, man. And on, man, I gotta pick that one. I gotta pick that one. Oh. See, for as good as Luke's standing heavy punch was, and the fact that you can special cancel it, I think you can. I know you can't after the target combo, but I guess I never really see a Luke player throw out standing heavy punch like that. Well, I have, but on whiff, but I never see it on block. Oh, that's a jump. You buffoon. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. What we doing? Prince? Like this button right here, and it got buffed, and this shit stole it. Yeah, nah, I'm tweaking. See, I never feel like these buttons are like crazy just because it's like, it's a poke tool. It's literally, that's what it is. It's a poke tool. So you utilize your poke tool right and you don't get driver impact, you're doing what you're supposed to. So I'm gonna pick the light punch over the medium kick. It's weird because like guys be hoeing niggas with this button. But this button plus, and this button, if you hate throw loops, this the button that's gonna set up the throw loops. That shit that's gonna fuck you up. And all it takes is Cammy to hit you with that button one time. But this button's some bullshit too. I ain't gonna. This button's some bullshit too. I'm gonna go Cammy because I feel like there's probably more egregious god button. Ugh. This is hard, man. It's hard. It's a lot harder than you think. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I hate this button. But it's a satisfying button to press. If you ever played Jury or like seen juries play it, like that's the button to press. Like I like seeing that button be pressed. But there's some bullshit, man. And then I hate this, but like, look at that. Look at, nah. I might just hate Zangief. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I firmly believe that Shotos have just bullshit buttons, like bullshit standing heavy punches. Like, show me a Shoto, I'm gonna show you a bullshit heavy punch. So everybody always say about Ken's. It's like, nigga, Terry some bullshit, Ryu some bullshit, Akuma some bullshit. What we saying? I know it's gonna sound nasty in the light, but look, walk with me. Just walk with me. That's all I ask. What is the button? The medium, crouching mediums? I don't know if I hate camis per se. 8 frames. It's only active for 3. Hella punishable, actually. 18 frames of recovery. -5 on block only, but a special cancelable. That's a trade-off. I was like, what? That's only a +1 on hit. Versus Kimberly's. 7 frames. That's +1. I'm gonna go Kimberly's. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't realize how many good buttons Kimberly kind of has. Because you don't really see Kimberly players use them like that, because all you see them using standing heavy punch run and overhead and low, but you know what I'm saying? It's cool. Nah, if this is May 2024, like if the emphasis is on the date, nah. Actually, nah, fuck that. Reuse buttons some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Standing heavy punch is some bullshit. And he takes a step kind of, but like, yo, nigga, you can't punish the K? I'm like, nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like this Aki button has a target combo attached to it, right? And this Aki button has a combo. What was it? Standing medium punch? Counter hit. Is there not a target combo attached to it? What would the? I guess not. For some reason, I thought this was more egregious. Maybe it is. I'm just not seeing it. So I apologize if it is. Because I feel like I always see Aki players do something into that. Try to think. I don't know which button to press. Because I feel like I want to pick the Aki button because I just seen this one utilized. But the Chun-Li button is some bullshit too. I'm gonna pick the Aki button, I ain't gonna lie. My heart of hearts is telling me to pick that button. Oh, this is May. This is pre-patch. If it's pre-patch, what are we doing? How fast are these normals? Because I'm actually not too sure. Ken's is 6 frames. Okay, that seemed kind of that seemed kind of fast. Well, no, I guess that's 6 frames too. Ken's just leads to a lot more. Like, I don't know what Bison plays outside of maybe Scissors could really utilize and get. Ken's medium punch. Yeah, you gotta pick Ken's medium punch because that just leads to more. It leads to run. It leads to Tatu. Leads to Tatsu. Tatsu leads to the DP. Like, there's so many different avenues that he could go. It's weird, right? Because I do feel like this is like if Jamie got 3 buttons, this is one of the 3 buttons. Like, this is one of the BS. But this standing heavy kick from Luke launches and leads into DP on punish counter. He's not even active until the end. This is tough, man. I ain't gonna lie, this is tough. If you never did this before, this is tough. I think I'm gonna pick Terry just because. Well, was this good at one point? Because it has a day. I know, like Zangief had a patch or something where he was kind of like cooking niggas, like he was kind of nice, and then they kind of toned it down. But I feel like it's kind of hard to go against something that leads to a target combo. That's his medium punch. Damn, Honda. Still gonna pick Marissa though. I'm gonna speed these up a little bit. Ooh. I think I go with Chun-Li, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I want to pick a jab. I'm speeding these up a little. Shit. This is literally the patch, man. You know, I think it's only fair to go Cammy's just because Cammy's was crazy. As a nigga that played Cammy, that shit was crazy. You get the charge element. But I don't know, it's weird because I feel like I see like Ed players use different normals. I'm like cutting y'all some slack, you bastards. I don't know if I feel the same about Ryu. Like even as playing Ryu now, like nigga, if I don't use this button, what am I doing? So I feel like I gotta say the Ryu button is more egregious. I don't know if I just don't see a world where I pick a jab to be one of the most egregious normals. You feel me? As much as I hate this button by Kimberly, I gotta pick Zangief. That shit's crazy. Yeah, fuck this button. This button's crazy. That's +2 too. The battle of the mediums. See, it's weird because it's like, how am I basing this off of? Is it egregious because niggas always press that button because it's a good button, or is it egregious because it's some bullshit? And like, I'm fighting that thin line between certain matchups. You could say like, oh, I see the thought process on this, but this is strictly like, do I want to vote for this button because it's bullshit, or do I want to vote for this button because it's egregious because it's all good? Like, if you're a jury player, you're not using this button. What are you doing? You feel me? So it's like, if you're not using medium punch or standing heavy punch, how do I judge this? Like, I just don't know how to judge this. I'm really going back and forth. Because I feel like if I pick the jury, I know this is not going to go that far, but if I pick the Akuma, I know, like, I'll pick the Akuma. Speaking of which, this button's still good though. I still feel like DJ players use this shit. It's so annoying because it's a sweep. It's like, nigga, why? Gotta go DJ, I guess. Put the fries in the bag. That shit is stupid. This patch made this shit stupid. This patch made that shit stupid. It's like Cammy's only plus button. That shit leads to a lot of mix-ups. So it's my scale is probably bad. I'm just thinking of like my PTSD. So you ain't got my PTSD. So if you don't agree with my list, tell me which ones I got wrong. The only one I know for flat out sure is I meant to pick Kimberly standing heavy kick. So that one I'll give y'all. My bad. It's hard not to pick against the Shoto's standing heavy punch. That's fair. See, if I feel like if you fishing with this button, then you kind of like respect kudos. This button is just bullshit. Nigga, I hate sword normals. Oh my god. Yeah, what are we doing? I gotta go Ken's, man. Ken's just leads to too much. Both target combos, both some bullshit. I might have a hot take here. I think Marissa's is more of a problem. I know I sound like a piece of shit. I don't disagree. This is pre-patch though. I probably won't let a pre-patch button win. So to keep it a bean, I don't remember this button being this crazy. Like, it looks crazy from the visual, and they're saying that there was a chance where this got nerfed. But fuck this Zangy button. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like this button just leads to more bullshit. Where if Akuma's pressing the crouching medium punch button, like, you're kind of playing footsies with it. And like, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, you'll hold a more of Akuma's block. Blanka will just use this shit, be plus. I'm sure this is plus, right? I don't want to misspeak. Hopefully I'm not misspeaking this whole video. I'm not tripping. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Yeah, +2 on block. Yeah, man, child, good night. Like, oh, this shit is stupid. This is anti-air. Niggas use that as a footsie tool. What the fuck? I think what's fucking me up in this matchup, and like to not pick against Jamie's, or not Jamie, but JP's button, is like, dog, never in history have I seen a JP whiff this shit. This shit is stupid. I know back heavy kick is plus and is used for pressure, but I don't know if it leads to a lot. Does it? Oh, you can cancel this in the special and super. I didn't. Did I know that? Maybe I did, because I think I've seen people use back heavy kick into bomb. But I don't know, this standing heavy punch got, like, this shit is stupid. I remember, like, when the patch came out and everybody was reading the patch notes and they was like, oh, Kimberly, okay, she got a buff. And then they saw it in person, they were like, nigga, sorry. I gotta go Cammy's. I ain't gonna lie. I can't vote against Luke. I can't. Versus Antier. But this, see, it feels nasty because these are the older versions of these moves, right? I think Zangief is worse. I hate Zangief because they usually do it off a drive rush, so it's fucked. I'm gonna go with current. I'll go current versus pass. Yeah, I gotta go Kimberly. I ain't gonna lie. We'll go Kimberly versus Luke. Keep it new characters. I think Kimberly's my winner. It's weird because, like, there's some buttons, like, when you compare them to each other, where I'm like, oh, this button's some bullshit, right? Like, I'm like, oh, this is stupid. And then there's some buttons where it's like, maybe it's not that bad. I'm surprised Ken's standing heavy punch wasn't on this list. Like I said, there were 73 buttons. So actually, I think I could reveal this. So Ken only had crouching medium punch, standing light kick, and then, like, mind you, this is a really good standing light kick. Honda's button, I never felt like it was egregious. I just think Honda is some bullshit. So I don't know. Who had the most buttons on here? Was it Zangief? Yeah, that's 6. I think all these buttons are kind of hard to scale against each other, but I think this is fun. This is fun. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Maybe I'll leave this down below if you want to take it yourself. Let me know what button you get. I wanted to go with some current. Like, if it wasn't about current, I probably would have picked Luke or Cammy's crouching medium punch, but wanted to go with something recent. So yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, I'm out. Deuces.